It's interesting in COGIC polity, in the structure of governance, there are positions for men, like bishop and pastor, but then there's counterparts within that structure for women. That's my understanding.
Yes.
Could you explain a bit about that?
Well, yeah, definitely. The way Bishop Mason had outlined it, even the inception of Mother Robinson being appointed as he basically was looking for a woman basically to kind of govern women, instead of a male governing women. So, like you said, on the male side, they had bishop, they had superintendent, they had elder, and on down. But then with Mother Robinson, actually when he first appointed her, he appointed her the overseer of women in 1911.
Right.
And the men got, no, you can't call her overseer, because overseer was a name for bishop, and they didn't want that for a woman.
Right.
So Bishop said, okay, we'll change it to supervisor women. So anyway, but the issue is then she created a structure, within the women's structure, where you had supervisors locally that were over other women. Then you had the district missionaries, and then went down to missionaries who were licensed women that preached the gospel or evangelized.
It's not
but you
only
had this
COGIC
tier
that has
structure.
this problem with semantics.
Oh yeah,
It does. And you know what? Usually women don't care so much about the semantics if they just can do what God is calling them to do. Because in the Assemblies of God, there was resistance to women pastors because of the interpretation of the word elder and overseer, and the interpretation of some scripture passages, which I took on in another book that I wrote. But anyway, with a co-author with Deborah Gill.
And what was that book? No,
God's Women.
Oh,
God's
okay.
Women. Then and now. Yeah, God's Women with Deborah Gill. But although they were, ordained as missionaries and evangelists, they did the same. They were, in essence, they were overseers, just like Mother Lizzie. And they did the work of an evangelist. They were apostolic in the gifts that were manifest through their ministries and in their church planting networks and so on. So it really doesn't matter whether he called her an overseer or not. She had the office of one.
Exactly.
Exactly. Well,
It was given from
that's a good way.
higher.
That's right. A higher
That's
calling.
a whole different way to look at it.
Yeah, God's calling trumped the lack of official recognition.
You said it.